The matzah says, I want you to get back to the core. I want you to get back to the source. Before putting in other ingredients, to inflate it. What often happens is, when I don't understand the beauty of my essence, I have to inflate myself. And that's what chametz means psychologically. Most of our coping mechanisms happens when people don't understand the power of their essence, of who they really are, and therefore I need to create a personality that's going to be accepted in the universe. And I want you to think about this, because we don't do this consciously, but maybe at 3 or 4 or 5, I didn't feel that I could really be loved, so I replaced the need for love for the need for validation. Love I may not get, validation I get. I may become the best kid in school. I may be the greatest people's pleaser in all of Muncie. I may become the greatest student in yeshiva. I may be the most obedient child at home because I know how to keep my father in check, how to keep my mother in check, and children are brilliant. So I create this whole personality to keep me safe. And now when I'm 30, 40 years old, I don't even know who I am. I think I need to please people in order to be able to be accepted, to be loved in the world. I don't know my matzah. I became this beautiful, you ever see these sourdough challahs, how geschmack and beautiful they are, right? I love them, but you have to make believe there's a lot of things that starter really blew them up. I once said to Rabbi Adinstein, said one of the most brilliant, he said, do you know that frogs, I don't know if you ever studied frogs, but frogs know how to inflate themselves, you know that? Like frogs are small, but they can, suddenly the frog becomes, okay? You know that elephants don't have that ability. And Rabbi Steinsaltz said, why not? He said, I'll tell you why. Because a frog is a very, very little tiny creature. And when the frog sees a predator, so part of its mechanism is, I'm a big frog, don't start up with me. Right? An elephant, for some reason, doesn't have to do that. Doesn't have to do that. You get the picture? Right? If I felt very young age that I was a frog, so I learned how to become this chametz. And I do it very cleverly, and now I'm 52 years old, and I'm still walking around like this frog, whenever there's people, the social anxiety, whatever it is. Matzah, it's like, the elephant doesn't have to do that. The elephant is like, I'm an elephant. I like being an elephant. Nobody starts up with an elephant. It's like really going back to the core and the essence without other ingredients, and then there's an incredible beauty in each person. You're a chelik elokam. You're literally a divine flow of consciousness. The most important thing we have to do is nothing. We have to let go of blockages. You don't have to create yourself. I have to let go of everything that has been added to me and just go back to that essential essence and source.
TheYeshiva.net